Hi! In this video, I took a DNA test, and if you've ever been curious about the DNA of a Mexican, we'll continue watching to find out. Now, onto the video. Alright, so the DNA test just arrived. I have no idea what it's gonna be, how it works. Do this with one hand as well. Alright, it seems simple enough. It seems I'm supposed to spit in a tube, release and shake it, and then mail my sample. So I'm just gonna do that and then I'll get back to the video. Wait, it says I'm not supposed to eat, smoke, or drink for 30 minutes, and I don't remember what the last time I ate was, but I hope it doesn't turn out wrong. Also, I have to fill it up to well, it's very blurry, but up to that black line. They want a lot of spit, man. Alright, I'm about to look at my DNA results for the first time. I've not seen them at all. I just saw a glimpse of them when I first opened this up, but it was just like a pie chart without any names or anything, as you just saw for like a fraction of a second. Huh. Yup, and it just says I'm mostly Mexican, alright, or mostly Native American. Indigenous America, Mexico. I got blood from Central and Southern Mexico. Guanajuato, Southwest Guanajuato. Yup, that's where my dad is. Eastern Jalisco. Yup, that's also where my dad is. Just Jalisco. Michoacan. Northern Michoacan, that's where my mom is. Up in the 24% Spaniard, which is where my great grandpa is from, which makes sense. I would have majority of that. Basque, Cameroon. Oh, that's from the slaves, the slave trade. 3%. Oh, yep, 3% North African. That's Arabic, which makes sense. Yeah. Sardinian. Did not expect. Wait. How did I get 1% English and Northern Western Europe? That's weird. 1% Wales and 1% Irish. Hold up. It's probably my mom's side. The one with more European is probably my mom's side. Hold up. What would this even be? Oh, that's indigenous North American. I like how the border of Mexican kind of... The borders of Mexico kind of match with Imperial Mexico. I'll be honest. A lot more African than I'm expecting. Cameroonian. That's like where that's like black African. Cameroon, Congo, and Western Bantu people primarily located in Angola, Cameroon, Central African Republic, Democratic Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea. Well, Equatorial Guinea was owned by the Spanish during the Spanish Empire, so that does make sense. 3%, but 0 through 4%, huh? Let's go back to the Spaniards. Because my great grandpa was from here, so that's probably why it's the highest. This says specific region he came from. It's looking like it's saying Andalusia. Well, this makes sense because Spain did colonize Mexico, and my great grandpa is Spaniard. Like it says specific Guanajuato, and then my mom, my dad, from where they came from. He just has all that range. I want to see the English though. That's the thing I didn't expect. It's 1%, but that's still weird. Which of my ancestors came from the British Isles? That's weird. No, I'm still surprised I got English. I also got Irish. The Basque kind of makes sense. Because many Basque people were first to go to the colonies. So it would make sense. There is a large Basque population in Mexico. North African also makes sense. Because the Arabs did conquer Iberia for a while. Sardinian, I do not know. That one really stumped me. I think Spain did conquer Sardinia and Naples. So that's probably where I got that from. The English, Wales, and Ireland really confused me. It says 1%, so that must mean one of my ancestors came from this area. But how they ended up in Mexico really stumped me. The African makes sense because of the slaves being brought to Mexico during that time period. But yo, what these lines mean? Like, does that mean like general ancestors? Urban colonial life. By the 1950s, colonial Mexico, then New Spain, had several vibrant or urban centers, including Mexico City, Puebla, Aca, Guadalajara, Guanajuato. The colony made groups Spaniards, indigenous people, and people of African descent sometimes established their own separate neighborhoods, but interaction between the groups in public spaces were uncommon. Every city had a plaza mayor, or a central meeting spot where you would find the church, municipal hall, jail, markets, and a commercial building. The wealthy lived in multiple-story buildings with front doors wide enough to accommodate a carriage. People of modest means had a shop on the first floor and their living quarters above. The poor lived in small tenements-like structures. What does this mean though? This tracking with my ancestors. So they looks like they're forming around northern Michoacan and Guanajuato. Still forming more. Which one of my ancestors went to California in 1900? They went to Los Angeles as well. Damn, they're all spread out. I didn't know they were in the United States before my parents. That's weird. Just more spread out. Okay, I know this one. My uncle's sister lives around this area, so that's his 1850 or 1950. They haven't been spreading far. Let me see the English estimate. Nope, it doesn't have a timeline here. Oh, that's just a historical view of England. I want to know which ancestor comes from England. Because I want to know how I got 1% English DNA. If you add the DNA that's all together, that means I have at least 3% British DNA. Which is weird. Sardinia. Damn, so we've been traveling. So I have like an equal amount of black DNA, or I don't know if that's how you would say it, and Arabic DNA, and British DNA. And then have that 1%, that 2% Sardinian DNA, 5% Basque, 27% Spaniard. Right? But it's mostly indigenous. Huh. I wonder if indigenous is like native, or like mixed. Your region inherited from each parent. Your parents each contributed half of your DNA. Now you can see which ethnicity you inherit from each parent, even if they haven't taken tests. It doesn't tell me which parent though. It shouldn't like. That means one of my parents had Bantu DNA. And Arab DNA. And Sardinian DNA. And Irish DNA. Well, the other one had British DNA. I'm just gonna call it British. Or not British. I mean English and Welsh. And then, guessing this is my mom, because my great grandpa is on my mom's side. And then my father has a lot of native. So would that mean if my mom ended up with like a Spaniard per se, I would have more, or like like a white person, I would have more white DNA than Native American? That's interesting. Also, this is a fake name. This is not my actual name. I used a pseudonym name. Anyways, guess thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Trying to get to 1,000. And depending on by the time I release this, I might release another video. It's gonna be a Minecraft hardcore let's play, so subscribe and stay tuned to watch that as well.